As a professional, you know energy is a key indicator of health and well-being. But also you've seen how fatigue can get in the way of making healthy changes like exercising that you know could boost someone's energy. How do you help clients exercise when they don't have energy to work out? Hi, I'm Janet Holtz, clinical exercise physiologist, certified health coach, and founder of Exercising Well. I offer a whole person health approach to exercise, and I specialize in helping people limited by pain and fatigue. Fatigue can give you clues about other health issues that could be going on, so it really helps you to stay curious when someone says they're too tired to exercise. We need to be careful here, though, that we're not perpetuating the three common exercise mindsets that can drain energy and motivation in the long run. They are number one, the future benefits mindset. Number two, the I need something or someone to push me to be motivated mindset. And number three, the more is better mindset. When my clients and patients tell me they're too tired to exercise, I use a whole person health checklist to see what's going on with their energy management system. Meaning, I look into whether they're resting well, nourishing well, and moving well, since these are the foundational physiologic ways that cells turn fuel into physical energy. So here is my whole person energy checklist that I use to help guide patients to use exercise to have more sustainable energy. First, I check in on their ability to rest well. I check in on sleep and stress because these two interrupt the cell's ability to restore energy sources. But they are also great motivators for exercising to improve energy. Sleep, as you know, is foundational. It's often where I start because if they're not sleeping well, nothing else goes well. Oftentimes, though, they're not sleeping because they're stuck in their head and their body really needs to move. Symptoms like restless leg syndrome or signs like they say, I can't turn my brain off, are signals that a mindful, kind, science-based approach to exercise helps them rest well. I use mindful stretching as a starting place because it doesn't take a lot of time and energy, and it can make someone feel better right away when it's done well. Stretching creates a slight muscle contraction, so it releases held tension in the body. Mindfulness gets their attention into their body to help calm their busy brain. The combination of mindfulness and stretching allows the body to release tension that is draining energy, and it lets the body tell the brain it's time to rest. It can be so much more effective than brain-based approaches to stress reduction and sleep. I suggest mindful stretching before bed to start. If they can, I invite them to do it any other time during the day, like before eating or when they go to the bathroom or when they take medications or any other time that they need a break from stress and they feel tension starting to build. I make sure that they're doing it as an act of kindness by doing science-based stretching, not pushing through pain or trying to do positions that leave them feeling worse mentally, physically, or emotionally. The second step is to check in on how they're nourishing well. I check in on their spirit connection and their sustenance. Sometimes it's not fatigue, but it's boredom that's draining energy for exercise. Exercise can be a big should or a task on their to-do list, which means that it's missing their connection to their core why or what they value most in life. I find this happens when they're over relying on external motivators like weight loss or working with a trainer or going to a class or getting steps in order to be motivated to exercise. So I start the conversation by asking them what's most important about their health and their well-being right now, and help them make the connection between what they're doing for exercise and what's most important to them, rather than relying on external motivators to make them do what they're supposed to do. I also talk about sustenance like dehydration, but often a hidden source of low sustenance is emotional eating because it not only lowers the quality of their food intake, but it also means they're holding in a lot of emotional tension and it's draining their energy. So I talk about how to use exercise for emotional health. I talk about how feelings are tension held in their body, and that tension is their body ready to move. But we talk about how to make exercise a way to nourish well. I recommend adding that passion-driven energy to exercise by adding music that they enjoy, or a connection with nature, or a connection with key people in their lives that really mean a lot to them. Making exercise an act of kindness to nourish their spirit and their values and their passions in life sustains their whole person energy. Lastly, I check in to make sure that something is not limiting their ability to move well. If they were just sick or had a sedentary time in life and they were moving less, chances are their stamina and their strength have lowered. Deconditioning happens invisibly and quickly. It's the side effect of every health condition that lowers activity level. Mitochondria function decreases, their muscle memory connection between their brain and their body fades, and their body cannot turn food into energy as effectively. I remind them that consistency is more important than duration and intensity when it comes to exercising because our body is a use it to keep it system. This helps them shift out of the all or nothing thinking with exercise. We talk about their strength and their stamina and how having more of this could make life easier and more enjoyable. Then we talk about how much is enough to spiral up their strength and their stamina. For stamina, moving continuously at a moderate breathing level for more than 3 minutes is enough to energize that stamina building system, their cardiovascular system or the aerobic system. So I encourage them to do small bouts of light to moderate intensity walking or dancing or something that they enjoy once, twice, 3 times a day in very small bouts to start to rebuild that stamina. For strength, it's really important that they restore that foundation of muscle memory before they start doing something heavier. It only takes about one set of light intensity strength moves, 1 or 2 times a week with full focus to restore the muscle memory for doing the movements of everyday life. When they start strength exercises in that way, it's easier to get started and they're more likely to spiral up their strength. So I make sure that they are starting at a level that their body feels better right away, having a mindset of knowing that something is better than nothing and more is not better, so their whole person feels better now with what they're doing. This checklist is easy to remember because it follows the Be Well Now steps and it uses the 6S words to ensure that they are resting well, nourishing well, and moving well. The B step ensures that they're resting well by using mindful stretching moments to optimize sleep and stress. The well step ensures that they're nourishing well by sourcing their motivation from their spirit level, passion driven energy rather than making exercise a should, and that their sustenance is fueling their body, not their emotions. And the now step ensures that they're moving well by doing enough to spiral up their strength and their stamina. If you want to learn more about how exercising well can help you help your patients and clients be well now and improve their whole person health and well-being, message me. I'd be happy to chat with you about this approach to exercise and answer your questions about how to help your patients and clients be well now.